Joining me now from Melbourne is Amantha Pereira. He's a researcher at Australia's CQ University. Amantha, we were talking about this just days back, and you had called the election a choice between a military-oriented public administration and civil freedoms. So what has Sri Lanka chosen?
Well, I think obviously Sri Lanka has chosen the former. But I think the choice was not entirely unexpected.
Why do you say that? Is that because Sri Lanka appears to have gone down the route of ethnic majoritarianism?
Well, the trend that Sri Lankans were looking for a security-oriented administration has been quite clear in the last 1.5 years or so. With the Easter attacks last year, I think the country kind of went back into a shell, and probably the majority has decided that the security of their country and of the citizens matters more than anything else right now.
So with security being a prime on the agenda, and now with this supermajority in Parliament, can we therefore expect a change in the constitution as President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's party wants? Or do you think he will face opposition from his brother, the Prime Minister?
No, I think the constitutional changes are likely to go ahead, and they probably would be one of the very first main tasks that this government would look into, because from even before he was elected president last November, Gotabaya Rajapaksa and his party have been emphasizing that they needed a very strong presidency, not only to make sure that the country's security is not jeopardized, but also to make sure that their policies are carried through without any kind of blowback or slowing down within the government.
What do these policies, especially centered as they appear to be at least around the security issue, what does all this mean for Sri Lanka's minorities, especially Tamils and Muslims?
Well, if you look at the way the minorities voted, the minorities also, there is an indication that there is change. They did not vote, especially the northern Tamils, did not vote wholly to a party that had stood for more rights for the minority. You see that vote base also eroding. So I guess in terms of the minority vote, you can also see signs that there is this sense that being in opposition and trying to fight for certain things and not getting them probably is not the right choice. And people are probably voting for candidates who are likely to be in parliament and be in the government and get things done for them.
Well, what does that mean for democracy in general in Sri Lanka? I mean, effectively, Sri Lanka doesn't really have a very powerful opposition now, isn't it?
Well, if you look at the opposition, I think the opposition is in for a really hard regrouping. The Sri Lankan opposition has been dominated by one character, Ranil Wickremesinghe, since 1994. That is a long time. And this time around, he lost his seat. So the opposition and the main opposition parties would probably have to regroup and then think about mounting a possible challenge. That's going to take some time.
Amantha Pereira, we'll leave it there for the time being, but thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Okay. Thank you.